Thanks for visiting svgcuts.com/blog, and welcome to the 3D Flowers Part 2 video tutorial. In this video, we'll be walking you through the assembly of all 9 of these beautiful flowers. We had such a huge response to our first set, and can't wait to see how everyone uses the flowers in this set. I hope that you're just as excited about it as we are. To ensure the highest quality viewing experience, don't forget to click on the full screen and HD button at the bottom right hand corner of this video. If your video becomes sluggish, it simply means that your internet cannot maintain an HD video feed. You can still watch full screen, but unclick the HD button. Alright, let's get started.
Hey everyone! Alright, so I'm going to put together all these flowers, and I'm going to do it in alphabetical order in case you want to skip ahead to a specific flower. First off, I'm going to start with the Bachelor's button here. And I've got this one in blue. Like with all these flowers, you can do whatever color you want, of course. But I've done this in the traditional color that it is. It's also called a cornflower. So I'm going to take a little bit darker blue colored pencil and just scribble on the inside of each petal. And this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm really just kind of scribbling on there. And the effect is just a little variation in the color of the petals. And that's really it. I've already done it to the other 3 flowers here. So then I'm going to do my bend and pinch technique, where I pinch the petal like this and I bend the edge of it like that. So I'm going to do that to all of the petals, I mean. And this also doesn't need to be perfect or scientific or anything. Actually, messy looks really cool on this one. And this one's just the same shape in 3 different sizes, as you'll see when you cut it out. Oops. And now between the largest bottom and the middle, I'm going to put a pop dot. Here, I've got my clear Zots that I like so much. And I'm just going to put one right there in the middle. And put this next one a little, like skew it a little bit so it's not lined up perfectly. And then I'm going to glue the top layer to the middle layer. And that's already looking cool. And for my leaves, I'm going to bend it. I like to bend it and then take my stylus and just give it like a little crease, and it kind of makes it like a curved crease. You could also just fold it in half too, and that would be fine. So I'm going to take my leaves that I just creased, put a nice dot of glue, and place the flower right in the middle there. And now for the center part, I'm going to take my upside down mouse pad, put the center on there, and take my stylus and just swirl that around in the middle to make it pop out. I'm going to put some glue in the middle, and I've already done that to the other center. Put some glue here, and put that right in the middle. And I'm even going to press it down and make it kind of a little wrinkly and messy so they're not all perfectly standing up. And that is your Bachelor's button. And this one would look really cool if you did like 2 more of them and put 3 together. Maybe make some napkin rings or put that on a card or something. Alright, so next I'm going to get my Carnation petals out here, because that is next in alphabetical order. So I'm going to take each of my petals and I'm going to ink the edges with a darker color. I've got pink paper, so I'm going to do a purple so that you can actually see. This would also look cool if you had white paper petals and you inked the edges with red or with hot pink or something. I'm sure we've all seen those carnations. And then I'm going to do my my bending technique here. I'm just bending it like this, and then I'm bending the edges over. And then I'm also going to take this bottom part and just bend that up. So I'm going to put glue on here. So now I've already done that to all my other petals. So I'm going to take, this is my base part. It's just a circle with a slit in it. And I'm going to curve that around and put some glue. And I'm going to use this to start gluing my petals all around, overlapping each other. So I've got to hold that and make sure it gets nice and glued. So now you don't have to use a pop dot right away. You could just start gluing, but I'm going to stick a pop dot right down in the middle of this. It's so nice and sticky. Alright, I'm going to take my largest petal and stick that right on there. And then I've got graduated sizes of petals going all the way down to small. So I'm just going to start putting my petals in from biggest to smallest. And go around and around, gluing them on. And now you don't need to absolutely use pop dots for this, but it is going to make it look a little better. I've got one here to kind of give the little baby ones a boost so they can stick up a little taller like a real carnation. And I can get more than just one on a pop dot here on these nice super sticky clear dots. I just got 3 onto one. I'm going to put one more on there. And I fit 3 more. 3 more on. And I'm going to glue some too. And I'm going to kind of squeeze this whole thing so it's not so perfectly uniform, because that will make it look a little more realistic. And just one more pop dot in the middle there. And I've only got 3 petals left. I've only got 3 petals left, 1 petal left here. And that is it. And now I've got my leaves. You know, actually, I accidentally cut these out a little too small. The ones that you have are going to be a little larger. But you're just going to just glue that to the bottom. Mine aren't sticking out, but yours will stick out on the outside of the carnation. So that is our pretty carnation.